Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Troy's Sports Hub. Today, we are reacting to the Dover Doubleheader that just happened over the weekend for NASCAR. And I gotta say, I was a little bit disappointed in both races. But I would have to say that yesterday's was a little bit more entertaining than Saturday's race. I will definitely give props to that. So, in terms of the summary of both races, Hamlin dominated on Saturday, and then Harvick dominated yesterday. So Hamlin won on Saturday and Harvick won on Sunday. They won all three stages, so for the days that they won. So that's kind of what made the race not very eventful at all. And the only major things that happened really is Saturday Kurt Busch did have a spin out. And then on Sunday, Stenhouse had a collision with Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott. And then Corey LaJoie had a little mishap, which actually helped Harvick out because he was going to be in a fuel situation in yesterday's race. Now in terms of how, I would have to say Hendrick Motorsports and Joe Gibbs Racing and Team Penske and Stuart Haas Racing definitely. Okay, let me rephrase that. Hendrick Motorsports, Joe Gibbs Racing, and Stuart Haas Racing definitely had the best, and Team Penske definitely had the more consistent weekends. Baldwin and Byron did not end up running that well on Saturday's race, but Hendrick Motorsports had a pretty good day yesterday, I must say. All finishing in the top 5. Well, at least 3 of their cars. Chase Elliott obviously had a wreck in yesterday's race, so man, that would have been awesome if all 400 cars finished in the top 10. And I'm sure that would have happened because actually Chase Elliott ran very well at Dover on Saturday, so yeah. And Jimmy Johnson definitely had the weekend he needed. And with that in mind, because of how bad Matt DiBenedetto was, the playoff bubble has closed tremendously. And it's gonna come down to next week's race. So hopefully none of these guys get caught up in a wreck. Because that would be the end of their playoff run if that were to happen. But I'm really hoping that Johnson Byron can race well enough to knock out Matt DiBenedetto, because I would love it to see all 400 cars in playoff contention, because Joe Gibbs Racing, Team Penske, and Stuart Haas Racing all have their cars running in the playoffs thus far. So yeah, that'd be awesome if that could happen, for sure. Ugh. And then Team Penske, they ran well. And then Stuart Haas Racing, they did well yesterday. And then they ran good on Saturday. Joe Gibbs Racing had a very good run Saturday, but yesterday, maybe not so much. Kyle Busch and Hamlin did not have a good finish, but Hamlin did run well throughout the day, so that helped. But overall, Saturday's race, I'll give a 45 out of 100. Definitely not, definitely not that close to average. Not much happened really. Definitely a good, definitely a good battle to the finish. Yesterday wasn't that great of a finish. I mean, Harvick had like a 3-second lead on Truex. But with the playoff bubble situation and the battle between Johnson and Byron throughout the day yesterday, it definitely made yesterday's race a little bit more entertaining. Pit strategy definitely came into play. So yesterday's race, I would definitely have to give it a 70 out of 100. Definitely a little bit more entertaining than Saturday's race by far. And yeah, let's get wrap up this episode of Troy's Sports Hub. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.